Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new to me case knife, but it's actually a relatively new series to case as well. As you can probably tell from the front, this is a Shepherd Hills exclusive. Now this was bought for me for Christmas by my good friend John over at Thrifty Kniffy, and it was waiting for me in Texas right about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and went for the Texas Blade Show. So John, thank you very much for picking this up for me. Really appreciate it. It's a cool knife. It's absolutely beautiful and I love it. So once again, thank you for that. But it comes in the blue, navy blue style box, which is part of their Crossroads color range, I believe. Got the case XX on there. All the usual stuff on the box you'd expect. Made in the USA with domestic and imported. And we're looking at number 39836. And that is the natural burlap laminate with red G10. Smooth XR for Crossroads, Sod Buster Junior. And that is in S35VN steel, and the model number for this is XR10137, and you can see this was made on 7th of December 2024. So only a couple months old, but they've done a fantastic job with it. Inside the box is all the usual stuff you'd expect: the tissue paper it comes wrapped in, leaflet, flyer, little booklet thing, all the usual stuff. But look at this knife here, Sod Buster Junior. So it's a perfect size for a UK EDC. Let's just move these stickers out of the way to get prime focus. Look at the burlap on that, and it's smooth. Like, this thing has been sanded and polished. Still grippy, don't get me wrong, it's not slick, but look how smooth and well done that Burlap Micarta is. You can see, of course, we've got Torx bits holding this together, so a bit of a modern take on a traditional pattern from Case there. You've got T6 all the way around. You also have the double X, which is sort of engraved into the natural burlap, or into the Burlap Micarta on there as well. So of course this double X down at the base here is instead of having a shield, which I actually love. I think it makes the knife look so much cleaner. Same style on the back as well. Those Torx bits visible, nicely contoured, exactly the same shape and size as the regular Sod Buster. Nothing's changed, just the materials they've used. And then with it being an exclusive to Shepherd Hills, they had the red G10 sort of liners on this as well, which does make it incredibly lightweight. So there's no brass on this at all. You can see that it just runs on little washers on the G10 on the inside there as well. But perfectly hafted. I cannot feel any sharp corners on this at all. The screws are nicely recessed. Of course, these ones do stick up a little bit, but that's because they are inside the contour of the scale, so nothing really to complain about. Gaps, absolutely nothing. This thing is spot on all the way around. I cannot find a single thing wrong with this. I've shone a flashlight through it and could not see a thing. Blade centering, pretty much bang down the middle, maybe favouring the pile side ever so slightly, but there's no rub, no blade wrap, nothing touching at all. And you'll notice from this position, you can see there isn't a nail nick, there's actually a nail cutout, which is a nice modern thing. They actually did this on the they did Buffalo S35VN models, and they did that same thing on there as well, which makes it easy just to pinch open, or you can use as a nail nick as you want. No half stop, just a nice cam tang. So by that I mean it doesn't stop in the middle, it just goes all the way around smoothly. We're about 6.5 on the pull, and we can see got this tumbled finish on this S35VN blade, and I love the finish on this. It almost reminds me of the American Workman series where they did the same style finish. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Edge grind, a little bit heavy on both sides, but it did come relatively sharp. All I had to do was sort of deburr the edge, and now it's like an absolute scalpel. You can see that nail nick cut out there a little bit better. No swedging or anything like that. It's just a nice drop point blade, traditional Sod Buster design. We do have the blade etch down there. It's unfortunate. I wish they'd bring back the stamp, but you know, we can't all have everything. Got case XX and the 6 dots, making it a 2024. And then on the back, you have USA, the model number of XR10137, and then the blade steel designation, which is S35VN. Now, I love this knife. The snap is fantastic. It's comfortable in the hand. I absolutely adore the Sod Buster Junior pattern. And with this being the micarta, it gives it that little bit of extra thickness like you would from the synthetic, but then you get that super upgrade on the blade steel. Let's take a look at some measurements on this knife as well. Let me grab the rule. So it's going to be pretty much the same as most Sod Busters of the the small variety. So we have a close length of just over 3.5 inches. The thickness then is about 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit less. And then blade length is going to be definitely UK legal. These Sod Buster Juniors tend to be. Yeah, I've got 2 3/4 inch full blade and then just over 2.5 inch cutting. So there's going to be absolutely no issue with carrying this at all in the UK. And one of the things I like most about it is the finish on that blade. It's not a fingerprint magnet, so you don't feel yourself wiping off the blade every so often. Now, of course, you're going to get some sort of fingerprints on there, but, you know, it doesn't show up as much. Overall, I absolutely love this knife. It's easy to close one-handed. I don't think you can open it one-handed. You can if you want to push up on the blade. That's up to you. I've got pretty dry thumbs, so I'm not going to cut myself, but you might cut yourself doing that, so please be careful. I love the red liners on this. It really adds a nice pop to that sort of brown Burlap Micarta. It makes it a real sort of user knife for me, and one that I'm definitely going to be putting in the user/abuser pile. But really grateful for John picking this up for me. It's a fantastic knife and going to be a fantastic series coming from Case. I really hope they bring out some more models or maybe some more designs in this series. Maybe we would like to see bringing back, maybe have some brass liners in there and having some burlap or some just natural tan micarta, or even maybe some G10. That would be cool. Maybe reverse it and just have a G10 covered on here. That would be really cool to see. But it's nice to see that Case have brought out, you know, an updated steel and a pretty affordable, really. I don't think these were too much. I do think they are sold out now, but I didn't look up the price, you know, as it was a gift. But very happy with this. Fantastic fit and finish, fantastic quality. One that's definitely going to be going in my pocket for a lot of pocket time. But there we go. John, thank you again for your hospitality in Texas. We had a wonderful time and we will be back next year. But I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Case Sod Buster Junior, part of the Crossroads series. And that model number is XR10137, and then the blade steel again, S35VN. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.